I'm being chased. We're recording, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Ow, fuck. There are way too many things up in my grill.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Oh, and he respawns.
God! Fuck it, I don't care anymore. Kill me.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna let this thing kill me.
Yeah, I think that's the appropriate.
There it is.
Yep.
Okay.
I pulled that many times in Mega Man. Which is like, it's not worth trying anymore. I don't have enough health.
Yep. Okay.
Alright. Good first drop.
Yep.
Fuck fleas.
And of course I hit the wrong button.
So, like I was saying in the last episode, there's only a couple games that actually come back to the NES for. That's one of the reasons I didn't get a classic on launch, because honestly, there's not too much of the catalog I actually want to return to. Whoa!
I don't know.
Speedrun strats?
Apparently if I get hit when I'm in a floor, then it
knocks you up, yeah. That being said, I think like the furthest I'm really willing to go back most of the time is Genesis, Super Nintendo. Because
yeah,
those
I never
games
had any of those.
Just graphics hold up a lot better. Like I don't think this game looks bad. Oh.
Yeah, no, that's a thing. That's fine. I'm okay. I'm not getting cheesed off or anything.
Peter's getting very cheesed off. You should see the amount of cheese in the apartment right now. Buckets of it.
So,
can you have buckets of cheese? I guess it depends on what. If it's like shredded, you can have buckets of cheese.
Not just shredded, but like Stilton comes in a bucket usually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like fancy English restaurants will have a bucket of Stilton for a dessert.
Fancy restaurants served in a bucket?
Yeah.
That's strange.
It's an English thing. Like, they grow it out of the bucket. It was fermented in the bucket.
Okay. Huh.
And it's more like, the bucket's shaped kind of like, you know, like wine, whatever they're called, icers. Nope, this is cool. This is fine. This is fine. We're all fine here.
I didn't go too well.
Nope. No, it did not.
No.
Okay.
It's getting to Peter.
Running in, break that thing, kill you. Don't like you.
He doesn't like you either. Or maybe he likes you too much.
What about you? Are you willing to die where I want you to die?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one will not work that way. He jumps too high. Nice, despawned him. Good shit.
I can do that?
Yep.
That's cool.
You most likely do it with the skeleton too. See?
Huh?
Nope.
Oh, nope, there he is.
You might respawn the 6 though.
I did. I did.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Turn around real fast. Perfect. You got it. That's all that matters. Nothing else in the world does.
Yep, just down 6 pips of life. Okay. Okay.
So yeah. I don't know. It's just I guess I don't hold that much nostalgia for the NES era either because I was not alive during it. Which
well, NES was my first console, but I only ever had 2 games for it. Or it was a 3-pack game.
Tecmo Bowl and Duck Hunt Mario?
Mario, Duck Hunt, and Track and Field.
I was close.
Or not Track and Field. What's it called? It's not called Track and Field, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a game called Track and Field.
Yeah, I had a 3-pack thing.
Oh, nice. I didn't know there was a 3-pack for that.
Oh, I had it.
Cool shit.
And I had the,
I know about the double pack.
yeah, and I had the, yeah, it came with the light gun and the Track and Field pad.
Cool.
So I had that, and then I had a PlayStation.
Yeah,
I skipped over everything in between.
The first console I actually owned in my household was a PlayStation, but a bunch of my friends had the older stuff. They were playing at their houses all the time. I think the first... I'm trying to think, what was the first game I actually owned?
Please don't respawn. Okay, cool.
I think my first actual game that I owned on a system was Glover. which was a terrible first game.
I remember Glover. It was not great.
Glover's a shit show. No one go back and play Glover. That game is terrible. Oof.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, Glover... Do you remember much about Glover?
I remember it tried doing 3D platforming, but not well.
Even worse than that, it did 3D escort platforming. Oh. Where you're escorting
Nope, that's fair.
a ball the entire time?
Yeah.
And you can change the material of the ball.
Yeah, I remember that.
And one of them is just glass. And if it takes any kind of drop, it dies automatically. And it was just one button click away from accidentally inputting the wrong thing and then dying a terrible death. That game sucks. We should play it sometime.
I mean, if you want to, go right ahead.
Yeah.
It sounds
It's a shit show.
not fun.
I just want to see how it holds up more than anything else. Because it didn't hold up well when it came out.
Yeah. No, so for me, like...
But I was playing Super Nintendo and NES at my friend's house all the time.
Yeah. I had friends with Super Nintendo, but I never really got to... It was mostly just like one single-player stuff, and I didn't really get to play the single-player stuff. It was more watching them play.
It's funny
Which, it's their console, so I totally understand.
Yeah. It's funny that I never really thought about it. Like, half of my favorite games of all time are from the Super Nintendo. And yet I never actually owned one.
Yeah, I think I played a Super Nintendo once in my life.
I love the Super Nintendo. Like, it's really hard for me to decide between the Super Nintendo and the PS2 for the best console of all time. Because the PS2 was just amazing. But shit, man. Ticks suck.
Yep. It's fine. Didn't make me waste a bunch of hearts or anything.
So, if you ever want to feel super bad,
Yeah.
just go watch someone speedrun this game.
Well, I mean, that's true for virtually any game.
I feel like
Please don't
it's
respawn.
worse
Please
on
don't
this
ever
one.
Respawn. Please don't ever respawn. Okay.
because the things they're doing seem like they should be simple. Like, it's not crazy, intricate things. It's just
Right. It's not like
perfected movement.
Yeah, it's not like Super Mario 3 jumping at the right spots to rewrite part of the game.
Yeah, it's literally just, no, they understand how the movement works really well, and they know the enemy patterns. So it looks like stuff that you're like, I should be able to do that, but it just doesn't happen when you play, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those games that it looks deceptively easier than it actually is.
Yep.
There we go.
Fuck!
Yeah,
I hit the wrong button.
yeah,
I meant to hit B.
yeah, that's an issue.
Alright.
I think it's getting to Peter. I think he's slowly being driven mad by our first Halloween game.
And we haven't even gotten to the scary stuff.
No, this is not
yet.
boding well for the rest of the year. Year.
Fucking-
Month is what I meant to say.
No. At this point, it's not boding well for the rest of the year.
So, if we're doing a Halloween special, that means we have to do a Christmas special, right?
No, there aren't enough good Christmas games. Or
we can play-
Christmassy themed games.
We can play Nightmare Before Christmas, the game. For the PlayStation 2.
That wasn't a Nightmare Before Christmas game.
Yes, it was.
No, it took place after the events of Nightmare Before Christmas.
It is the actual sequel to the game.
Right.
Canon.
You mean to the movie?
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's canon, though.
Yeah, but it's not Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's the Nightmare After Christmas.
Right.
I don't understand where they came from. Like, I've heard it's decent. I haven't played it.
I never heard that it was decent.
I heard that it is a competent beat 'em up, like Devil May Cry style. So I don't think standing there and swiping works on those guys. You tried that twice
but he
now.
keeps looking like he's going to be moving out of my
He's
range.
not going to. He's just going to stick on you.
Apparently. Fuck you.
There you go. Oh,
Of course.
that's shitty. Hey, we despawned him though.
Yep.
We're learning the tricks.
Nope. 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 Nope.
We're trying to learn the tricks.
Nope.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah. I will take it.
What other Christmas games do you think of?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh man, that must be terrible.
Probably.
Based on the movie, right?
Yeah.
Jim Carrey live action?
Yeah.
Oof.
Like, every Christmas movie I can think of is heavily licensed.
I'm sure there's a Gremlins game. Oh, there's a bunch of Die Hard games. We can play a bunch of Die Hard games for Christmas.
Of course you respawned.
Dude, let's play a bunch of Die Hard games for Christmas.
I like one of them.
Most of them are decent.
I like the arcade one.
Did you see the
With quick time
unreleased
events.
footage for the 64 prototype that was canceled?
No.
You started off in a prison for some reason.
Sure.
It looked like a competent 64 shooter. I'm really kind of sad it got canceled.
Aren't you coming from over there
I think you're good.
now? No, there's a ghost that comes in from the left.
Not all the time.
No?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, but oh shit. We will fight you with gaming if you do not think that Die Hard is the best Christmas movie of all time.
No, I can totally understand why someone wouldn't think that.
I will fight them for it though.
I do think it is the best Christmas movie, but I can totally understand why someone would disagree.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said before, every Shane Black movie takes place during Christmas because he feels that when he writes a movie that takes place during Christmas, it gives him an excuse to get away with so much more ridiculous and awful stuff. Which, I mean, it's worked for his career. Also makes me excited because that means the next Predator movie is going to be taking place during Christmas.
Yeah.
Because he's writing the next Predator movie.
I'm
I
looking
think he's
forward
directing
to a
it, too.
good Predator movie.
I like the Robert Rodriguez one.
Which one was that?
Predators.
Yeah, I like Predators too. But I mean, like,
Okay.
the most
Predators TOO.
yes, Predators
Okay.
also. I'm just like the most recent movies in the franchise have not been good.
Well, no, Predators was. the
Yeah,
most
but I mean,
recent.
past that, we had both Aliens vs. Predators movie, and that's it.
Yeah.
Not great.
There was the Danny Glover one.
I was not a fan of Predators.
You mean Predator 2?
Yeah, wasn't it Predators? No, I'm thinking of Aliens. Never mind. Yeah, I was not a fan of also the game that was based off that wasn't good either.
No, Concrete
Predators
Jungle?
Concrete Jungle.
Yeah. The one where you have to skin a, like, urban witch doctor.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I'll take it, though.
NES. Yeah, there's...
Haha!
That being said, they've ruined the Alien franchise too, so who knows?
But how could it be ruined when they're still making Alien Covenant 2?
Why?
Actually, what's funny is that Alien Covenant 2, before it came out, Ridley Scott said that they were planning on 2 more movies after that, making an Alien Covenant trilogy. And then since the movie came out, he has said, oh yeah, we're just making 1 movie after this. But don't you want to know where the alien came from?
No. You know what makes a horror villain not scary? Their backstory.
I disagree. I do think that's one of the reasons why Scream is my favorite slasher movie.
I think slasher is different. Like, for me, if it's supernatural or sci-fi horror, I don't particularly like. You can give me a brief synopsis, but I really don't want to know that much about it because the fear of the unknown is what's the scary part in those movies.
Sure.
Slasher movies, the fear is just there's this fucking crazy wacko. I'm fine with backstory on that. Scream did a good job with that.
I mostly agree. I think there is one exception to that, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't like the remake. I do not think the Halloween movies do better with background.
Yeah, I haven't really bothered with those remakes.
Also, like, they're making a Texas Chainsaw Massacre prequel called Leatherface,
No.
where you get to see Leatherface as a little kid.
You know what also sucked when you saw them as a little kid?
Mike Myers?
Star Wars. No one gave a shit about Darth Vader as a little kid. No, don't give me that. It's bad. It's bad.
Yep.
Hey, we're back here.
Yep.
Remember, Peter, it's all to increase game length, replayability,
Yeah, except for I don't replay games.
But don't you want that replayability?
No! This isn't even my console. I have no intention of ever playing this again after, these.
I do at some point want you to check out a more recent Castlevania, just to see the evolution of the franchise.
Yeah, like how it got good.
How it got different. I mean, everything is going to be improvement past the first game, just on a technological scale.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like the second one as much as I like the first one, but it is a better game.
Uh-huh. Well, I played a little bit of the second one here the other day.
And I think it's a better game.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it way more than I'm enjoying this.
I mean, it has its issues. Like,
Sure.
the grind is fucking unreal in that game.
Yeah, but it's never, fuck you difficult.
Oh, no, it is. You didn't get that far in it.
Right.
But
It doesn't have a, an immediate, fuck you difficulty curve.
Yeah, and this one starts on level 2 with it. To be fair, level 1 of this game's super tame. Not really hard. None of the bullshit really shows up. Oh!
What?
You got your 3rd level whip. That's good.
Yeah. Are you just now realizing I'm at 1 life?
Yeah, no.
One
But I mean,
pip of health.
I didn't expect you to get it, so you actually might have a chance to this fight.
Not in the mummy fight.
Not in the mummy fight, but this fight. Nope.
Nope.
Never mind.
Okay. Level 2 whip. Can I please just get, a dagger?
The problem with this area, more than anything else, is there's no candles. There's no chance for any of that stuff to spawn.
Mm-hmm. Almost like the level was poorly designed or something.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Fuck. I don't have the timing down. I am fully willing to... Look, I'm willing to admit
You're
that...
just spamming the button.
Yeah, I'm spamming the button and...
Getting frustrated.
I'm getting frustrated. And... me doing poorly at this game is not the game's fault. I'm not the type of person to...
I would disagree with that. This section was intentionally designed like this. I would say this section is designed to be very hard if you checkpoint there. I think this is the section where they want you to die a bunch. And then you restart.
Maybe.
This is the time sink zone. But if you one-shot it, if you get to that section with a lot of health, you'll breeze through it.
Sure.
I do think it was designed that way. I'm not saying that it couldn't be played better, because it can, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't think that saying it is not the game's fault is fair. Because they definitely designed it with that in mind. Because that was the entire thing back in the day. How do we make sure... we only have this much space on a game. We only have this much development time. How can we get more than an hour or two out to play out of it? And it's by doing shit like this. What were you saying? Before I got distracted.
Basically, I'm saying that I'm not particularly good at games.
Oh, yeah.
I've never claimed otherwise. With this game especially, it's just frustrating me, and that's causing me to make a lot of misplays, which, you know what, it happens.
I don't think anyone's going to blame you for getting frustrated at Castlevania. This game is fucking brutal.
But at the same time,
Yeah, useful.
there's definitely, those people who are like, oh, well, this was back when games were hard. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. Games used to be hard, but that doesn't mean that difficulty does not make something inherently better.
I think there's a difference between hard and difficult.
I don't. I think See, to me that seems kind of... Okay, what's the difference between hard and difficult?
This is hard, Dark Souls is difficult.
What's the difference?
Generally, and I'm being pretty lenient on Dark Souls because there are bad sections in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there are definitely...
But in general, it's designed a bit better, where... the fact that you have to go through this hard section to get back to the boss multiple times, I think is bad difficulty, and I consider that just hard. I don't consider that difficult or a challenge. I consider it just, we're going to make this section overly hard for no reason.
Okay, so you're saying hard is
Hard is
difficulty.
bad. Hard is bad difficulties. You can move them around. It doesn't really matter which way you put the connotation on. All I'm saying is there's a difference between... It doesn't matter how you label it. there's a difference between
Good hard and bad hard.
And bad hard, yeah. And
Okay.
this is definitely the bad hard.
Yeah, I don't really consider either of them particularly good hard.
I'd say Dark Souls has its points, that it has very good difficulty scaling. And there are points where it has very bad difficulty scaling.
Sure, I'll give you that. Well, no, I don't know that I will give you that. I do think a lot of Dark Souls is difficult just for the sake of being difficult. I don't think it's difficult for particularly good gameplay.
Which ones have you played? You've played just
1 and 2.
Okay. I go against what a lot of people think. I don't particularly like Dark Souls 1. And I hated 2 until the expansion that fixed all its issues.
I've only played the expansion that fixed all the issues.
Even then, it's not great. It still has a lot of the issues that it was designed with. I personally really like Bloodborne, and I really like Demon Souls. I think those are the best 2 in the series.
See, I wasn't a big fan of Bloodborne just because I prefer the slow and steady methodical gameplay.
That's totally fair. That's a completely valid reason to not like it. I do think the difficulty and the layout of everything in that game is miles above most of the mainline Dark Souls.
I can see that. I really, between 1 and Fist of the North Star 2, I greatly preferred 2.
Yeah, I like.
And by Fist of the North Star, I mean, you know this, but in case the audience doesn't, I can never remember the phrase Scholar of the First Sin.
I never remember it either. Don't
So I just call it, like,
Ugh.
a variety of things. Is it Ich the name it, or the Ich that...
That hit.
Yeah.
I thought the Whiff would have canceled that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, hitboxes. Nice. That was perfect. Alright. If you can stay at this life, you have a shot with the mummies. You have 1 charge worth of your thing.
Don't I have 2? Doesn't it take 3?
I think it takes 4.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to use it here.
Yeah, use it here. Don't use it for the mummies.
Fuck, that was too early.
Now you got it. Nice. Now just don't get hit by these last one. Another one's gonna spawn. Jump over it. Good shit. Alright. That only costs 2 per. So that might be better off. Especially if you can get a heart off one of these.
Hey, I heard
You
of
have
one
one
of these.
throw. Okay, so what I think you should do, jump over him if you can. Okay, get up on that, and then... oh, shit. Jump back up? Yeah.
I'm trying, but there was...
Alright,
Okay.
alright. I think this is our last shot, Peter.
I have 2 lives left.
That's what I mean, but like, this is the last...
God damn it.
This is the last Belmont. He's got his lives, and that's it.
Nope. Okay.
What was this saying? Good difficulty. I do feel like a lot of it was intentional in this game, but also I feel they don't really know much at this point either in game design. I love game design. It's not something I might ever get into because it requires a fuck ton of work, and I don't have. I much rather appreciate it from a distance than be a part of it. But like well-designed levels that have thought process behind them, just like seeing that thought process is super cool to me. And this game doesn't really have it, unfortunately. It has it in a couple spots. Earlier on that level where we noticed that platform off camera was really cool.
God damn it.
But this section sucks.
Yeah, it's not great.
If it makes you feel any better, you know I'm going to play in a couple minutes?
What are you gonna play in a couple minutes? God damn it!
An even worse platformer from the NES.
What?
Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghosts and Ghouls.
Right, I forgot you're playing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's Castlevania, guys.
I need a drink.
Welcome to Halloween time.
Fucking kill me.
Bye, guys.
Ugh.